Welcome back, boils and ghouls, to this dark, dank corner of the internet. With me, your host, ya boy. And today, I'm feeling a little bit spooky again. Well, due to it being spooky month and all. So, I'm reviewing a great and powerful character. Who's actually not one, but three people. Well, three parts. Kamen Rider Dark Kiva. A being who, well, their power gets passed around a couple times. And it's actually three people who are Dark Kiva, the first of which I'm talking about right now. King, aka King of the Fangires. Now, who is King of the Fangire race? Well, he doesn't actually have a name, he's just called King, due to his rank being King, the top of the Fangire race. Now, the Fangires are a group of vampiric beings who have stained glass window-like skin and have the ability to drain others of their life essence, turning them into, well, glass and then breaking when they hit the ground. Now, King's role in the Fangire race is to protect his race at all costs and eliminate any other race that tries to destroy his race and the human race, due to the fact that the Fangire race feeds on humanity. Now, he does this by using the power of Dark Kiva. Now, Dark Kiva is a power passed on to the leaders of the Fangire race, one by one. And as of now, King has that power. See, he used it to drive most of the other races that existed alongside humanity and Fangires to extinction. Those races being the Garlu race, a blue werewolf type species that feeds on soul essence as well, the Basha race, a merman swamp creature type species that feeds on essence, and then finally the Doga species, a Frankenstein electric golem-like race that electrocutes its victims before finally eating their soul. Now, King, empowered by the powers of Dark Kiva, has a multitude of abilities that he can use. Firstly, he can use his little friend, Kivat II, a living transformation bat device, to transform into Dark Kiva. He can also create the Kiva sign, which is a telekinetic sign signature that he can use to electrocute his opponents, telekinetically throw around his opponents, crush his opponents, and so on. He also has these whistles on his belt called fustelis. Now, fustelis are used to either summon certain things like magical devices or even seal other people, as he sealed the Garu race, the Basha race, and the Dogo race in order to turn them into statues for his parlor in Castle Doran, a giant living dragon castle magically animated to serve the whims of the Fangire King. He also once had a powerful sword only wielded by the head of the Fangire race, the Zanvat sword, a crystalline blade created for the sole purpose of driving other races to extinction and also accessing various magical powers and abilities for the head of the Fangires. Now, the Zanvat sword is a powerful tool and weapon, but King, in a fit of rage, threw it into Castle Doran and had it embedded there and just left it there due to him being super pissed off that the woman he loved, who incidentally was Queen of the Fangires, did not love him. Instead, she loved Kuranai Otoya, the second Kamen Rider Dark Kiva. Now, him being king and all, he couldn't stand it. Furthermore, let's go into a little bit more detail about, the Fangires' top tier people. See, like I said before, there are the king of the Fangire race and the queen, but those are two more. That group makes up Checkmate, and these strong beings monitor and police the Fangire race. The king's purpose, again, was the extermination of other races that would threaten his race and the human race, as well as keep other Fangires in check. Same thing with the queen. The queen's duty was to keep the Fangire race in check. More specifically, if ever a Fangire and a human tried to have romance or mate, she would kill said Fangire and possibly said human. Then the two others that guard the race are Bishop and Rook. Rook being, the giant brawler type guy who goes and does the whims of, the king and queen to eliminate said targets. And Bishop, who is the brains of the operation, who monitors king, queen, and rook, and if he decides that none of them are worthy of the title, Bishop can interfere and try to eliminate said king, queen, or rook. Now, back to King. King also has access to a powerful form outside of his Kamen Rider Dark Kiva form, that being the Bat Fangire form. In this form, he is a monstrous opponent, having powers and abilities that would literally devastate an entire city if not kept in check. Heck, he was strong enough to fight against both Kamen Rider Kiva in his Emperor form, his final form, and Kamen Rider Dark Kiva 2, Kurenai Otoya. He fought both of them, and they still had to struggle to the point where they almost died to destroy him. Heck, when he tried to, get them back at the end, his own son blocked his attacks due to him defending his mother at that point. Now, mind you, his son during that time was a newborn baby, only a couple days old. And with that, King said, my son will be the one to succeed me, and it's kind of sad due to the fact that, he was just a man trying to protect his race and trying to protect his queen, but ultimately, tried to destroy everything due to his jealousy and rage at the second Dark Kiva. Later on, he was resurrected yet again after many, many years. This time taking place around 2009, where he died in the 80s. It took several years for him to be resurrected due to Bishop trying to get the energies of several human beings and several Fangires in order to resurrect him. When he was resurrected, he transformed into the Bat Fangire again, this time in some sort of rage form, and he was taken out, spoilers, by Kamen Rider Kiva Emperor form and his own son again, who'd become the third Dark Kiva. Yeah, and that's the life and times of King of the Fangire race. So he's a really cool character. Honestly, I wish that, we can get more of a background on this guy. We just literally see him in the last couple episodes of Kamen Rider Kiva, even though he's really cool as the last main antagonist of the show, he is, spoiler alert. So yeah, thanks for listening, thanks for watching. Also, like and subscribe if you like my content. Happy Halloween, boys and ghouls. Ciao.